On the beat every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that then. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that. Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're after dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasher here with the Man Hour. Head over to manhourradio.com, check out the merchandise page, and check out the blog section as well. We got a great show coming up for you guys here. We can go to start to breaking down the NFL schedule. The schedule released yesterday, all the home games and away games, the order of the games as well. So we are going to start with the Dallas Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll be breaking down those for the team's schedule this season, win-loss, and see how they do throughout the season. We also got the world infamous Liar Liar, brought to you by Brooks Roofing. BrooksRoofingIN.com is where you can find them. And then, of course, we got Would You Rather coming up as well here at hour number 2 on the Man Hour. But before we get too carried away into the show, let's welcome the man, the myth, the legend himself, Man Hour _ Tori, Mr. Tori Anderson. What's going on, Tori?
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think Mother Nature finally decided to show up with spring here in Wisconsin. So, it is a gorgeous day. I have the windows open, letting the house breathe. I cleaned the oven, so I just literally just hit the clean button and let it go. So, rough life working from home still. So it's been an amazing day today.
Yeah, so we've already got some people popping into the chat here. We got Joey popping in saying, "Hey, what's going on, Joey? Thank you for joining us." Of course, we got a member over here, Mr. Drew himself. He gave us some good insights on some new member T-shirts that will be rolling out here probably next month. But guys, head over to the merchandise page right now. You can go to manhourradio.com and click on the merch, and there is the American logo. The American flag logo, Man Hour logo tee out there. I ordered mine today. It's supposed to be here sometime next week, so I'm pretty excited about that. I got the royal blue myself. I think it pops a little bit more.
Wait, time out. Did you just make fun of me for ordering a royal blue t-shirt? Because you're like, oh, you and Brandon both ordered the royal blue t-shirt.
Well, that's
literally
homers.
I have it on a message. And now you're like, I ordered the royal blue one. So why are you making fun of me?
Because it's different, because there's only 4 options. There's red, white, blue, and then gray. So, I mean, I think the blue one looks the best, and I'm going to wear the best looking guy because I'm the best looking guy on the show.
I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. I'm going to go Ricky Bobby here. With all due respect, and I do mean with all due respect. Ricky, just because you say with all due respect doesn't mean you can say whatever you want.
So Drew is asking Joey's asking how you become a member. So Joey, here, if you Tori, did you join a member on your phone? Because I'm assuming, Joey, that you're so can you walk Joey how to join a member?
So
a member on your phone?
On your phone, you go to the YouTube app, you search for or you can go down to your subscriptions. So for me, I just hit all because we are about middle of the pack on the videos I follow. I hit that. I go to home. And then you can hit the subscribed. If you hit subscribed up on the very top, you can subscribe. And then you, to the right of that, mine just says see perks now.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that you can click. That's where your membership will tell. You probably can't even see that. It's just blurring it out. So, but it will tell you. That's where you can sign up to become a member.
Yeah, and so you simply just click on the join button there, and if you're watching from a desktop or a tablet, the join button is right next to the subscribe button. And I have pasted the join link into the chat here, so you can simply click on that link as well. We do have a 99-cent perk, which that gets you access to 1 or 2 after shows a week. Also gets you some discount merchandise as well. Then you got the $2.99 deal that gets you access to all of the after show shows that we have here, plus the discount of the shirts and logos or hoodies and whatnot. But then the $5.99 deal is when you start getting free merchandise. We give you a free T-shirt after 6 months of being a member, a bigger discount on merchandise as well, and of course all access to after show as well. And then the $9.99, that's the best one out there, Tori. You get a hoodie every year you are a part of the Man Hour Nation. So every year, probably, when does hoodie season start? August, September, give or take?
Sure, I don't wear hoodies, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the weird person that like will not wear a hoodie. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. But yes, but so like I don't care what time of year it is. Hoodies are for campfires. Everybody wears a hoodie around campfire season.
Well, yeah, so I mean campfire season starts in March for camping, but we will send out.
Well, you also basically live. I'm going to call you guys in like the South because anything south of Wisconsin is just the South.
So if you are a member here, we will be sending out the hoodies, yearly hoodies, sometime in August, late August, early September. So you guys get them for the fall months here, football season and whatnot. Corey is chiming in saying that the Bills will go 15-2 this year in the AFC Championship. We will be breaking down the Buffalo Bills on Monday, Corey, so definitely tune into that because I think that's a false statement there 100%. But I'm going to save my picks here for the Monday show. But speaking of the Buffalo Bills, Tori, Mr. Cole Beasley. So every time I look to start the show, spoiler, I go to the trending topics on Twitter just to see what is happening, see what's trending, see if Trump is still trending, yada yada yada. Cole Beasley was trending at number 5 or number 6 on the overall trending thing. I'm like, what did Cole Beasley do? Did he get traded? Did he do this? Did he yada yada yada? No, Cole Beasley come out and said that he does not believe in vaccines. Why is this big news? The big news is because the Buffalo Bills general manager said they would cut players if they do not get vaccinated for the 2021 season. So, Tori, we kind of beat it around the bush about this. What happens if a big name for the Buffalo Bills doesn't get vaccinated? Well, Cole Beasley was their heart and soul for the receiving corps last year. He says he's not getting vaccinated. Does Cole Beasley get cut?
Well, Stephon Diggs was the heart and soul of that receiving corps last year. However, Cole Beasley was a huge part of that receiving corps. And I'm going to quote Will Clark on this one after Rafael Palmeiro got caught doing steroids. Your move, son. And that is literally what he is doing to the GM at this point. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. However, I applaud Cole Beasley for taking this stance and taking this stand against the GM. So he is going to test this and say, I'm not going to get vaccinated. Are you going to keep me or are you going to cut me? Are you going to stay true to your word? Or are you going to be like, well, you're an integral part of our team. We're going to, keep you. So I actually really like the stand that Cole Beasley is taking on this. I don't agree with why he's taking the stand. However, I do see why he's taking the stand, and I applaud him for that.
Yeah. So Cole Beasley is 33, 34 years old, if I'm not mistaken. He spent most of his time in Cowboy land, kind of being like that man that's under the radar, but always seemed to catch the big catch when it was needed. So Cole Beasley played last playoffs, supposedly with the broken leg, showing the guts and glory, yada yada yada. So when he says that he is not going to get the vaccine, I 100% agree with him. Like, I don't think he is going he will not get the vaccine just because he has never shown me that he is not a man of his word. If that makes sense. I'm trying to put it into words to basically saying that he is not going to get the vaccine whatsoever because he said he's not. Now, do I think he is going to get cut? There's a very good possibility he could get cut because because the Buffalo Bills added wide receiver depth to their roster here in the off season through the draft and in free agency. So maybe Cole Beasley might be seeing writing on the wall, and like this is his way of like getting out like without getting cut, maybe. So like I almost want to say there's a underlining motive a approach to Cole Beasley saying this. How do you feel about that, Tori?
I like it because he's calling the GM out. Literally, he is calling the GM out, and I love it. I will say, put your money where your mouth is. And the fact that he is punching him in the mouth and saying, I'm not going to do it. It's not like the guy was not a big part of the team. He was a big part of the team. So I want to see what the Bills GM does in this situation now that he has been put on the spot with it all. I am 100% for that because I am going to say, if you're going to call bullshit, call bullshit. If you're not, back off and sit down. And the fact that he's calling it out, let's do this. I am 100% for that. I want to see what he's going to, because there again, precedents will be set then at that point.
Yeah. So Cole Beasley last year had 82 receptions for 967 yards. That is second on the team behind obviously Stephon Diggs that had a 1,500 yard career year, I should say, with 127 catches. That is a big difference there. Do you want to know what the next closest receiver was on that team as far as yards and receptions?
Probably John Brown with like 26 catches.
It was actually Gabriel Davis had 35 receptions for 600 yards, and then John Brown had 33 receptions. So they're both right there. They're both right neck and neck. So losing Cole Beasley would be a big punch to the gut to Josh Allen and who was the person that said they're going to do 15-2? Let me scroll back up here in the chat.
But the thing is, even Corey. Without Cole Beasley, with what Corey said, I'm not that far off with Corey. Even without Cole Beasley at this point in his career is a slot receiver. It's not like Cole Beasley's a number 2 receiver. Slot receivers are almost a dime a dozen. So it would be a loss just because what you say, what do you have, 92 catches?
82.
82?
Yep.
It would be a loss, but it's production that can be replaced, which they did through the draft this year.
Yeah, and they only have 4 touchdowns as well. So give me a bold statement. If Cole Beasley does not get vaccinated, the Buffalo Bills GM does what?
We'll cut him if he does not get vaccinated. The thing is, I like it. We're calling him out at this point. We are calling out the Bills GM. Do what you said you were going to do.
Does somebody else pick up Cole Beasley if he gets cut?
110% yes.
Packers?
No, not the Packers. Maybe the Bears.
All right, we will see, guys. So we're going to take a quick little break. On the other side of the break, we're going to welcome D. Wyatt Williams onto the show, and we're going to play the infamous game Liar Liar. That is brought to you by Brooks Roofing at brooksroofingin.com. He'll take care of you and treat you right. So we'll be right back here, guys, on the Man Hour. And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeyes on with Tori Anderson tonight. If you guys have missed any part of the show whatsoever, head over to manhourradio.com. You can check out the podcast form over there. Or you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And, of course, youtube.com/Man Hour as we upload clips from the show each and every day over there. Monday through Sunday, Monday through Friday is 4 days a week, and the weekends is 5 days a week, or 5 times a day, I should say. So get over there and definitely win some shows. So let me go ahead and bring the Man Hour _ Tori back on to the show. Tori, I see you grinning ear to ear. Like, does this take you back to your college days or what?
What is wrong with you? All I gotta say is demonetized. Except you got Wyatt. We got Wyatt in the background. It's like.
So, fun fact, I actually tested that song before I went live, and we did not get demonetized on that particular video. So I think we're golden. So we were golden. I was talking all over it. So it is a win-win situation.
There we go.
Oh, Stacy, what's up, Stacy?
Stacy is alive and well.
Oh, so I did win on the gambling thing. So I felt Stacy's presence there because I literally have not won the gambling game over on youtube.com/Man Hour.
What happened? What happened with the gambling game that you can't win unless you roll like a 99?
It is being savage, man. Like, I don't know what is going on over there whatsoever, but
you brokered it.
I did not. I put the dot instead of a period during the coding time.
So I would go in Office Space on that one, like where I always screw something up. I put the decimal point in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Speaking of putting the decimal point in the wrong spot, the Wyatt Williams at Man _ TWW does stick things in the wrong holes all the time there. So Wyatt, welcome to the show, man. How are you feeling tonight?
Yikes. No, I'm not feeling great, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I have had a headache all day. I feel sick. But you know what? I got the opportunity to play the good old liar as a contestant this time.
Yeah.
Couldn't pass up the opportunity. Plus, Buck, when did you shave your head? When did this happen?
Literally 25 minutes ago.
I got on and I looked and I'm like
6:30 American time, and all of a sudden Buck's like, "Hey, look what I did!"
Yeah. So
awesome.
so it's been about 3 weeks since I got a haircut, Wyatt, and I was feeling shaggy, man. So, and my person that cuts my hair is. So that's like a 30-40 minute drive over there from my house, and she's been on, and I didn't feel like doing it. I was like, so I was shaving it off, and I'm like, let's just do a mohawk. Let's just see how it fits, and quite frankly, Wyatt, do I look like a dumb jock now? That's the question that I'm going to be asking you right now, because I don't look like an engineer. And I don't look like a a dumb jock either. So I'm trying to figure out.
You look like a computer nerd now. I mean, like it's starting to fit more.
Yeah, with the glasses and the mohawk.
Now with the mohawk, you're a World of Warcraft nerd at this point.
Yeah, no, it's Dungeons and Dragons all day long, and I got the lotion right here. So if you guys are curious about that.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a shirt out that instead of Dungeons and Dragons says Homes and Humans. I kind of want the shirt.
Okay, I'm a nerd, but I'm not that big a nerd. So Tori, you got me trumped there. So let's go ahead and get into liar. Do not explain it. Why that was a setup question where you transition. You just say I don't want to talk about that without saying I don't want to talk about it, and then move on.
And then move on. I got you.
No, I'm not totally playing. But for people that don't know what liar is, liar is a game where we give you 3 statements, 2 of them which are false, 1 of them which is a fact, and the people that are playing the game have to try to guess what the fact is. So Wyatt and Tori will be playing tonight. Are you guys ready for my edition of liar? These are pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm ready.
Who wants to go first? Since
I'm gonna let Wyatt
played.
I'm gonna let Wyatt go first since I dominate him in every other game we play.
Alrighty. So Wyatt, the first liar, or let me go ahead and not bring it there full screen here. So the 3 statements that I have here: Larry Lewis completed a 100-yard dash in 18.8 seconds at the age of 101. Number 2, golf was banned in inner cities in Japan in 1952. And then the third one, baseball player Gaylord Perry hit his first and only home run a few hours just after Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
Huh. You did a good job with these. I'm not going to lie. These are tough. But I'm gonna go with Gaylord Perry hits the home run right after before or after whatever you said the did you say it was the moon landing?
Yeah, it's a few hours after Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
All right, yeah, I'll go with that one.
All right, Tori, what about you?
Just because I know Buck, and Buck's a terrible liar, I'm going to go with the golf was banned in inner city Japan in 1952 is actually the truth.
So just to confirm here, sorry, Tori, you are picking that golf was banned in inner city Japan in what the year was? Let me pull it back. 1952. Yeah, and Wyatt is going with Gaylord Perry hit his first home run just a few hours after Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. The bright side, somebody did get it right. The other bright side, Wyatt Williams gets the first point of the night. Baseball player Gary Perry did hit his first and only home run a few hours after Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Golf was banned, Tori, but it was like 1703, and it was in Europe somewhere. And Larry Lewis did complete the 100-yard dash, but it was actually faster. It was 17.8 seconds at the year
Nice.
101 years old. So 101-year guys go running a 100-yard dash at 17.8 seconds. Absolutely crazy.
See, I'm just mad that Wyatt took the Gaylord Perry answer because he knows nothing about baseball. And I already knew that was the right answer, but I can't pick the same one that he did.
Right. All righty. So moving on to the next one, Tori, you will get to go first this time since we do it snake style here on the Man Hour. So the first statement here: Miami Hurricanes holds the largest home winning streak in NCAA history by winning 58 straight games. Number 2, golf is a prioritized sport in England over archery. And then three countries have participated in all the Olympics: Greece, Australia, and Japan. Tori.
I'm going to go with the second one, with that England prioritizes golf over archery in England.
Alrighty. What
were the two that are left?
So we have the Miami Hurricanes holds the largest home winning streak in NCAA history by winning 58 straight games. And then Greece, Australia, and Japan have participated in all the Olympics.
And every single one ever?
Yep.
There's no way. I don't think Japan's that old. Australia's not that old. Greece is. I think Greece has been in every single one. But I don't think Australia's old enough, and I don't think Japan is old enough to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. So, yeah, I'll go with, what was the other one?
Miami Hurricanes holds the longest home winning streak of 58 games.
I think I remember. So I watched, what's that movie with De La Salle in California where they go undefeated for however long it was, and I'm pretty sure I remember seeing Miami. It was either Miami or it was Oklahoma. Somebody in the NCAA had a really long streak, and it was in the 50s.
Oklahoma.
So you're going with the Miami Hurricanes there,
Yeah,
Wyatt?
I'm going Miami.
And with that being said, Wyatt Williams is 2-0 on the night. The Miami Hurricanes holds the largest home winning streak at a stadium at 58 straight games. So Oklahoma has 54.
I was going to say, I swear to God it was Oklahoma.
And I thought Oklahoma had a good run.
So fun facts here, guys. So archery is actually prioritized over golf in like England. So archery is like the main sport over in England. And there's only 2 countries that have played in all the Olympics, and that's Greece and Australia. Japan missed it in World War II. So
Australia's played in every single Olympics ever. Dating all the way back to like BC Olympics.
I'd assume so. Since Australia is a fairly new country, like America, I'd assume since they've been a country, they competed in all the Olympics.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. Okay,
that's kind of how I would.
In modern, where I'm guessing it would be like modern day Olympics.
Right. Yeah. So Wyatt Williams is 2-0 on the night. Tori, you still have time to catch up, and Trevor Bauer does have 0 as well. So moving on to the next one, Wyatt, you'll be going first on this particular one. The oldest continuous trophy in sports is the Grey Cup. In 1994, the Turkish soccer team, every player on the soccer team's last name ended in OV. And then the last one, more than 100 children are conceived annually at the Super Bowl parking lot during tailgate parties.
Man, okay. They get rowdy at the Super Bowl. They get rowdy. And then that's like a thing, isn't it? Like, you got the Mile High Club, you got like
The Super Bowl Club.
a Super Bowl club,
Super Bowl baby.
So, gosh, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl one.
Okay. Tori, what about you?
All right. So that was the last option. What were the first two?
Yeah, so the oldest continuous trophy in sports is the Grey Cup, and then in 1994, the Turkish soccer team, every player's last name ended in OV.
I'm going to take the Turkish soccer team just because that would be awesome.
All righty, so we do have a winner tonight. Wyatt Williams swept it, clean sweep, 3-0.
Get your brooms, baby.
So on average, over 100 children are conceived during the weekend of the Super Bowl, many of them which are continued to tailgate parties. So in 1994 there was a soccer team that every player's last name ended in OV. It was not
Czechoslovakia.
Turkey, it was Bulgaria actually.
Oh.
Was that one. And then the oldest continuous trophy in sports is not the Grey Cup, it's actually the American Cup. So, sorry, the American Cup.
I would have said the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, but so Wyatt, that was your first win over Tori, and it was a clean sweep.
And what I like I said, I had to hop on here. I had to, it's my game. I invented it, so I had to come claim my trophy, right? And not only do I host this bad boy, but I can come through and win it as well. So it is what it is.
So with you being like the host, like we probably got our information kind of from like the same sites, same Google pages. So hopefully, like you didn't have that, you had like an inside.
Every single one of them sounded familiar. That I think that made it more confusing because you'd say one and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's it. I've heard that before. And then you read the next one and I'd be like, no, that's it. And then you read the third one and I was like, no, wait. Like, and then I have to retrack and go back over every single one and try and break it down in my head. So they all sounded familiar, but
every one of these statements had a semi-truth, so it just wasn't the full truth. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for Liar Liar. We're going to take a quick little break. Wyatt, thanks for jumping in for Liar Liar. But we're going to start breaking down some game, guys. We're going to break down the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers coming up here after the break. So with that being said, Joey, here you go, buddy. Well, let's just
How about them boys?
Demonetize tonight 100%. All right, guys, we'll be right back here on the Man Hour. Bye, Wyatt.
see you boys. Go Pack, go.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeyes along with the Tori Anderson at Man Hour _ Buck on Twitter. And you can also find Tori at Man Hour _ Tori on the old Twitter machine as well. Welcome. If you guys have missed any part of the show at all, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and now Amazon Music as well. Or simply head over to manhourradio.com, click on the podcast, and all the clips and podcasts are uploaded there as well. Or you can simply go to youtube.com/manhour, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you get all the clips notification that is going up. You get everything that is happening all there. You get the visual aspect plus the hearing aspect. What's the voice aspect? I don't know where I was going with that, but let's just roll with it. Tori, just roll with it. So if you guys would be most inclined, you can become a member here at youtube.com/manhour. As little as $5.99 a month, you get a t-shirt after 6 months. And then $9.99, you get a hoodie every year. So Drew's wife is super sick, so we give her well wishes as well. She did test negative for COVID. So Drew, get yourself like a quarantine, like wrap yourself up in like a shower curtain so you don't get sick either, because we definitely need you healthy, like over here in the chat. We enjoy having you guys. Also right now, if you guys would be cool, hit the like button. That'd be awesome for us right now. So go ahead and hit the like button. So Tori, the NFL schedule came out last night. During the show, we got the basically the orders of the games. Yes, we already knew the opponents in the way, the home in a way, but the schedule took fruition last night. And so we are going to break down 4 teams as we go all through all 32 teams. We're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys tonight, along with the Green Bay Packers, the Cincinnati Bengals, and of course the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, excuse me. But let's go ahead and start off with America's team. That's right, I said America's team. Super Bowl bound Dallas Cowboys. Their schedule looks somewhat favorable up on surface, but when you dive into it, like really break it down, it is not a really easy schedule whatsoever. But they do start opening night here versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They travel to Tampa to take on Tom Brady and the Bucs. So Tori, who do you got winning this game and why?
I mean, it's pretty obvious in that one. Dak's coming back off of an injury. You got Tom Brady and, did I mention 22 starters coming back from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? So, yeah, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers all day, which is going to set the tone for that Dallas Cowboys season all year long. The woulda, coulda, shoulda, but This is who we are.
Wow. You're already dropping shots here for there's no reason at all for that. But Dak Prescott is coming off a horrific injury, so I'm kind of curious to see how he does through preseason. If he's struggling through preseason, I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. If Dak Prescott struggles through preseason, just because there'll be that hunger and how the Cowboys are going to win a lot of games is not through the air. It is letting Zeke eat. So if Dak Prescott struggles through preseason, Zeke Elliott is going to eat a lot in the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season. But I anticipate Dak Prescott having a great preseason, looking much of old. So I'm going to give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a win in this first week. And many people say the Super Bowl hangover is real. Like after you win the Super Bowl, you don't get back
Not
there.
Not for Tom Brady,
but the Chiefs, they won the Super Bowl and they made it back there. So
I have said it time and time again, and I've said it to you, and you've called me crazy. Ezekiel Elliott is the most overrated running back in the NFL.
Well, here in a couple weeks after we break down all of these schedules, we are going to give our top players in the league, position wise, receiver, tight end, running back, quarterback. So we will see where Zeke Elliott falls, and I anticipate being in the top 5 100%. So there, Tori, we both had them going 0-1 to start the season. Week number 2, they travel to LA to take on the Chargers. Again, this is a Sunday game. So who you got winning this one?
I got the Chargers winning this game. Chargers with Matthew Stafford become that much more dangerous. And there again, coming from the Central Time Zone, going to the West Coast time, it should not have that much of an effect. But it's only 2 hours. However, have going through that before, it affects you. It will affect you, especially if you go on Wednesday. It throws your timing off. It throws your schedule off. It throws everything off. So I actually have the Cowboys losing this game and starting the season 0-2.
So not to rain on your parade or anything, but Matthew Stafford plays for the Rams. He doesn't play for the Chargers.
Excuse me, Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
But there again, the Chargers are probably one of the best teams in the NFL this year. If it was not for the Chiefs being in the same division as them, they would probably be the number 2 seed in all of the NFL.
Wow, I have never heard such a false statement come out of somebody's mouth before in my life. I mean, the Chargers are not going to be a very good team this year. Last year, they just caught people off of surprise, and they're going to come crashing back out into reality, much like the Houston Texans did last season. But I think let's get back to the Dallas Cowboys here. I think the Dallas Cowboys learn a lot from that Week 1 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they learn how to run the ball. They're going to get the recipe for the Cowboys to win a lot of games this season is to give the Zeke the ball 20-plus times a game, whether that be through the air or on the ground. Zeke,
have you watched Mike McCarthy? Have you watched Mike McCarthy coach?
Yes.
He does not run the ball. He tosses it. He will throw it. He runs the same 15 plays. I know Mike McCarthy inside out being a Packer fan. Well, the man has not changed at all going to Dallas. He runs the exact same plays.
If he wants to win, he'll give Zeke the ball, and I think the Cowboys win.
But he won't. 3. That's not how he does things.
Week 3, they're finally at home. Their home opener versus the Philadelphia Eagles, a division opponent here. Who do you got winning this one? This is a Monday night game, by the way.
The Philadelphia Eagles have zero idea who they are this year. Absolutely, the Cowboys come out and this is where they get their groove going. They go out and stomp the Philadelphia Eagles this year. The only player they really have left on that defense from the Super Bowl time is Fletcher Cox.
Yeah,
and Fletcher Cox can't play all over the field. So I think the Cowboys come out and just destroy them.
So I actually had the Cowboys winning this game as well. Like I said, I'm going to revert to the running game a lot on this one as well. Week number 4, they're at home again for the a string of 3 home games in a row here after being on the road the first 2 weeks. They welcome Carolina Panthers into town and fresh Sam Darnold as their quarterback. Who do you got winning this one?
This is literally a coin toss game for me, and it was but I think the Cowboys are in the groove a little bit earlier, given the familiarity with Dak Prescott at quarterback. The Panthers are going to struggle a little bit early on in the season, finding their identity with Sam Darnold. So I think the Cowboys win this game. There again, we could have catastrophic injuries up to that point. However, at this point where we're looking way, way ahead, give me the Cowboys in that game. I will throw my money on the Cowboys.
Yeah, this one's kind of a coin toss for me too, because I'm kind of curious of where Christian McCaffrey is going to fit into the offense with not playing all of last year and Sam Darnold at the helm now and adding some depth to receiver. I'm kind of curious of how they're going to utilize Christian McCaffrey. Are they going to utilize him like they did when he was healthy? All over the field. What he had 30 or 40 touches a game, something ridiculous. But I think the Cowboys win this game, just because I'm not for sure Carolina is quite there yet in this part of the season. Now they will be toward the end. I anticipate Carolina making a good postseason run, so we'll talk about them coming up soon. Next up, Week 5, third home game in a row, second division opponent in 3 weeks. The New York Giants coming to town to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Who do you got?
So the Giants, I don't give a crap if they are the worst team in the NFL. Always play the Dallas Cowboys tough,
especially at
Dallas.
But
the thing is, absolutely. But the thing is I think this is Danny Dimes' coming out party this year. Yeah. I think Danny Dimes takes them down in Dallas this year. The weapons that he has around him on offense, they do not have a terrible defense. They are kind of my underdog dark horse pick to make the playoffs this year. Because I think Daniel Jones, as much as that pick was criticized when they made it, and I was one of them, I was like, what the hell are you doing? But I think this is the year Danny Dimes comes out and says, this is why they drafted me here. Give me the Giants in that game.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I never wish anybody injury by any means. Like that is the worst thing that anybody can do is wish somebody injury. Sorry about that. But the Saquon Barkley injury was a blessing in disguise for the New York Giants last season. They learned how to win some games without Saquon in there. Danny Dimes got to evolve as a quarterback without a solid running game behind them. So I think this is not only Daniel Jones' coming out party, this is the New York Giants coming out party. It would not surprise me if they run the table in the NFC East this season and make a deep playoff run. So give me the New York Football Giants versus Dallas in this Week 5 matchup. Week number 6, the Cowboys go on the road to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Who do you got in this one?
I actually have the Patriots in this one, just because the Patriots are so tough. I don't care who's at quarterback. They are tough to play at home. They are bringing back 7 starters off of a defense that did not play at all last year. They have 7 guys that are going to be 110% healthy. So give me the New England Patriots with a dominating defense. It's going to be a low-scoring affair in that game, but give me the New England Patriots in that game.
Yeah, for some reason, I have this game circled on the Cowboys' schedule. Not because of what the Patriots were last year, but what the Patriots used to be. They got a new regime in there. They got Mac Jones at quarterback for the New England Patriots. Does he start?
Cam Newton will still be starting.
Yeah, but actually, Week 6 is I think is kind of that tipping point here, because when Tom Brady came in, it was like Week 9 or Week 10. So,
but that's because Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
Right. Granted, it was because of injury and Drew Bledsoe was playing out of his mind. But Cam Newton last year, first 3 weeks of the season, MVP form, playing great, and then he tapered off after after that. So if Cam Newton starts to taper off, Mac Jones will probably be playing by Week 6. But I'm taking the Patriots as well, not because of the offense, because of that defense. Like all the starters are back on defense besides Patrick Chung, obviously because he retired. So we will see how that goes. But I got the Patriots winning that game, and so I had the Cowboys going 3-3 into the bye week for week number 7, and then week number 8. Both the Vikings and the Cowboys are coming off bye week, so there's no advantage one way or the other. But the Cowboys are going to Minneapolis to take on the Vikings. Who do you got?
I get the Vikings in that one.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins coming off of bye is actually a really good quarterback. So give me Kirk Cousins at home against the Cowboys. There's still a ton of weapons in Minnesota. Minnesota is one of the slept-on teams, and this is coming from a Packer fan. They are still one of the slept-on teams that are very, very, very good when Kirk Cousins is on. If Kirk Cousins is off, it's a completely different story. The problem with them is, and even last year, was their defense. If their defense can stop somebody, they are going to be right there. And at home, they're going to turn it up a notch. Coming off of bye, chances are if they had injuries, they will come back and they will play that game. So give me the Minnesota Vikings at home against Dallas Cowboys.
Tori, do you know how many primetime wins Kirk Cousins has in his career?
He is 1-8.
Yeah. This is a primetime game. This is a Sunday night game, the Cowboys versus the Vikings. This is an NBC 8 o'clock game here on the East Coast. For that fact right there, since it's the 8 o'clock game, primetime TV, give me the Dallas Cowboys every game, 9 times out of 10. Kirk Cousins, for some reason, cannot perform underneath pressure in those, quote, primetime games. Yes, primetime games are usually the best games, versus the best teams or whatever, right? So I guess she has some type of fallback on that. But I'm taking the Cowboys on this one, and I think they win it pretty handily, probably 35-14 type of score. This is the week that we see Dak Prescott, former self. What we saw the first 3 weeks of 2020 season, the 400-500 yard games with 6 touchdowns each game. That is a Dak Prescott we're going to see this game. Moving on to week 9.
Did you cut your hair too close? Because I think you have brain damage from that one.
No,
that is not going to happen.
So you said it yourself. Kirk Cousins is 1-8 in primetime games. 16% winning percentage. Okay.
I think he beats the Dallas Cowboys though, because you know who the Minnesota Vikings have seen plenty of times, Mike McCarthy.
Okay, but they have not seen a Zach and or Dak and Zeke playing well. But
Zeke is trash.
So is Aaron Rodgers. With that being said, week number 9, we had the Denver Broncos traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Who do you got?
Give me the Cowboys in that one. Again, the quarterback situation is completely unsettled. It's basically been mixed signals. It's like a really bad relationship in Denver. Drew Lock is like, I'm the guy, but Denver really never wants to commit to him. So they trade for Teddy Bridgewater and be like, no, we love you, but... And now Teddy Bridgewater's there. So that is kind of the situation in Denver. You don't know who the heck the starting quarterback is going to be when it comes to Denver. Could it be Drew Lock? Could it be Teddy Bridgewater? We don't know. If it's Drew Lock, give me the Cowboys. If it's Teddy Bridgewater, flip a coin. But at this point, I give me the Cowboys because of Dak and the weapons that they have on that offense.
As the roster is currently constructed, I am taking the Dallas Cowboys in this game versus the Denver Broncos. But if the Denver Broncos get Aaron Rodgers, they will probably be 14-3 next season. So as the roster currently is constructed, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. But if they get Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers and the Broncos in this game 100%. So I have them 5-3 right now going into week 10. Tori, what do you have them at?
I'm just looking at the overall rankings. I think I have them at like 2 and we're at week 6.
We're week 10. Catch up there.
Week 10. So I think I have them at 4 and 6.
Okay. So week 10, the Cowboys are back at home playing the Atlanta Falcons. Who you got?
I got the Falcons. I've said it before and I will say it again. The Falcons were a head coach away from being a playoff contender. And give the Atlanta Falcons with Matt Ryan at the helm, with Calvin Ridley, still with Julio Jones. This could change if Julio is traded after the June 1st deadline. However, with the roster currently constructed the way it is, with Julio, with Calvin Ridley, with Kyle Pitts, with Mike Davis as the running back, this isn't a team that people are sleeping on. Give me the Atlanta Falcons.
Give me the Dallas Cowboys in this game 100%. The Falcons don't travel very, very, very well. We saw that the last couple seasons, and I'm not sold that a rookie that they were a head coach away. They were a organizational head case away. I mean, ever since they lost that Super Bowl in the second half, they've been the worst second half team in all of football. And
they've been the worst fourth quarter. They've been the worst fourth quarter team. And that's where I say they were a head coach away.
But only time will tell. But I am taking the Cowboys in this game. And then week 11, the Dallas Cowboys travel to Arrowhead Stadium to take on my Kansas City Chiefs. So I actually do have two teams. I am a passive Cowboys fan and a Chiefs fan. So, Tori, who do you got in this one in week 11?
Give me the Chiefs every day of the week on this one. As long as Patrick Mahomes is healthy and playing quarterback, give me the Chiefs all day long on this one. That defense is a young defense in Dallas. It is a rebuilding defense in Dallas, and they are going to get lit up a lot this year. So give me Kansas City and Pat Mahomes all day long against them.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs at home in November. Give me that Arrowhead pride. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs in this one every time. The Kansas City Chiefs don't lose in Arrowhead in the months of November and December. For whatever reason, the crowd is rocking. The team is clicking when they're at home, and the Chiefs are just a damn good team. Let's just face it, they are a damn good team. So I actually have the Chiefs winning this game, putting the Cowboys at 6-4 going into Week 12, where they welcome the Las Vegas Raiders into town. Not the nightclub Las Vegas Raiders, but the team Las Vegas Raiders. Tori, who do you got?
Give me the Raiders. I think the Raiders are one of those teams that are going to start out slow again this year and will come on as the year goes on. They have a actually really solid roster up and down. I don't think they're going to figure out who they are till about week 5 or 6. But give me the Las Vegas Raiders to beat the Dallas Cowboys.
So this is the Thanksgiving game. This is the afternoon Thanksgiving game, the 4:30 game here on the East Coast. And as of late, the Cowboys have just not playing very good on Thanksgiving. And I got to know if it's the pressure to win, if it's just the fact that they have like 3 days off to prepare, because that Chiefs game is the 4:25 game on Sunday, and then they play the 4 o'clock game the 3 days after that. So, Tori, I think I got to go with you on this one. I've got to go with the Las Vegas Raiders. Usually on Thursday games, I don't pick the road team because the science behind everything tells me that the road team historically loses. But I think the Raiders this year, they make the playoffs. Like, I think they're a sneaky good team, and they're going to make some noise. Moving us into Week 13, the Cowboys travel to the Big Easy to take on the Saints.
Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys all day long. Because if Jameis Winston is still at quarterback at that point, the Cowboys are going to get just run out of town. Jameis Winston is not a good quarterback, and will make that Dallas defense look like they have 10 All-Pros on defense. But the last time Jameis Winston started, he threw 30 touchdowns with 30 interceptions. He could throw 6 in that game.
Yeah, so this is a Thursday night game, and everything that I just said, normally I don't pick the road team on Thursday games in general, but the Cowboys, they played last Thursday, so this in theory is a full week off. So give me the Dallas Cowboys here on this Thursday night game versus the Saints. I just think this last part of the season, the Cowboys click and make a good run here. So then we have the next game up. The Cowboys travel to DC to take on the football team. Who do you got?
Give me the football team. That defense is just ungodly in Washington. I think we're looking at maybe a top 10 defense of all time when it comes to the Washington football team here as they develop, as they gel. They are a young defense. They were excellent last year. Granted, the NFC East was terrible from top to bottom last year. However, this is a defense that will get after the quarterback. They will destroy the quarterback. Ryan Fitzmagic, for whatever reason, seems to find a great season when he's with a team that is a complete underdog. Give me the Washington football team all day long.
Yeah, so the Cowboys and the football team play back-to-back weeks, and Tori, just so you know, when I say back-to-back weeks, that means they play 2 times in a 3-week span. I absolutely hate this. I am so against this. So I think there's 5 or 6 teams that play these back-to-back games, and you will hear me say it every time because it is totally asinine that they do this. They have 18 weeks to spread out these games, and they play back-to-back. And with that being said, everything that you said about the Washington football team, I think they are going to take steps back this season because they don't know who their quarterback is going to be. I think they are going to be playing that quarterback carousel, much like what Miami did last season. We're going to start with Fitz, and we're going to pull him out by week 6 and put in Heineke in there, and then we need a fourth quarter reliever, so Fitz is going to come in there, and I think that is going to hurt the mojo of the team 100%, and I think they're starting to crumble by this point. So give me the Cowboys in this game. So I had them 8-5 going into Week 15 when they travel to the Meadowlands to take on the Giants. Who do you got?
At the Meadowlands, there again, these teams like to split their series. I will take the Cowboys at this point. At this point, the Cowboys are going in desperation mode. The Giants are getting a little too comfortable with who they are. Give me the Cowboys in this game. This is where the Cowboys start to make a run towards the end of the season.
Yeah. See, everything that I said about the new New York Giants, they're going to take this division. They're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. I can never pick a division opponent to sweep, consistently in the NFL. But this year, I am going to pick a sweep. I am going to pick the New York Giants over the Dallas Cowboys in this Week 15 matchup, giving the Giants the 2-0 advantage here over the Cowboys this season. So Week 16, the Washington football team travels to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Second verse, same as the first. Tori, do the football team win again for you?
Nope. There again, I'm going with the split. And I'm actually going opposite of where the home team should win. I'm going to where the road team wins each of these games. So I think the Washington football team takes care of business of the Dallas Cowboys at this point and kind of seals up the division for them.
And I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys in this one. They're kind of in that must-win situation, much like they were end of last season where they had to win 2 of their last 3 games to make that playoff push. They didn't do that, obviously, and this year they're right on that bubble because after this win versus the football team, I had them 9-6 going into Week 17 where they welcomed the Arizona Cardinals into town.
And I have them the exact opposite at 6-9.
So you got this game.
I actually have the Cowboys winning this game. I think that still the Arizona Cardinals are an overrated team that has not completely learned how to win yet. And when you have a head coach like McCarthy, I'm not a fan of him. However, he knows how to play against teams. He smells blood in the water at this point. If he can knock somebody off, he's going to knock them off. He will pull out all the stops, and he will take down the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and I think the Cowboys are in the must-win mode. They have to win 2 of their last 3 games to get into the playoff and into a stout NFC matchup here. But the Cardinals are kind of in the same boat, and the Cardinals got their number last year. I think the Cardinals get them again this year. So I had the Cardinals going to Cowboy Stadium and beating the Cowboys again 2 years in a row. This is actually a Saturday matchup too. The Cowboys historically don't play well on Saturday games. So I mean, if you are a history buff and think history repeats itself, I mean you gotta do what you gotta do. So the final week of the season, 17th game of the season, the first 17th game that we are picking here, Tori. The Cowboys travel to Philly to take on the Eagles. Who do you got in this one?
The Cowboys playing their third string. I mean, I don't care who the hell the Cowboys put on the field at that point. They are going to win this game. Because they're not going to make the playoffs, but they are doing it for momentum. It's like I said, the Eagles do not know who the hell they are going to be or what they are going to be. So give me the Cowboys all day long as a momentum-building win. They end winning 3 out of their last 4 to go in the next season.
Yeah, and I have them winning just 1 of their last 4. I actually have the Eagles beating the Cowboys in this Week 18 matchup. Just for some reason, the last couple of years, the Cowboys had to beat the Eagles to make it into the playoffs, and they haven't done that. And I think that trend continues. So I had the Eagles beating the Cowboys in this final Week 18 matchup, giving the Cowboys a 9-8 season or record on the season. There are no more 500 records anymore, so they are a game above 500. It is a winning season, but only time will tell if they get into the playoffs with that 9-8 record. What do you have the Cowboys setting at?
I have them setting an 8-9 record in a 17-game season. Yeah. I have them at 8-9 this next year. I do not think that McCarthy is the right head coach for that team. So for me, there again, he's predictable. Give me an 8-9 season for the Dallas Cowboys and McCarthy to be fired at the end of that season.
Wow, that is a pretty bold statement there coming from a Packers fan here. So here on the Man Hour, Tori, we always kind of look back at the schedule, and there's always a few games that were kind of like iffy one way or the other here. Is there a game that you had the Cowboys losing that like you think could go either way and kind of maybe catapult them into the playoffs possibly?
Honestly, maybe that Week 17 matchup against the Eagles. That could potentially be it. It's like I said, and that's the difference between them between an 8-9 or a 9-8 season. So it could go either way with that one. I honestly want to say maybe in my NFL predictor, I think I may have taken Philadelphia to beat them in Week 18 just because of the fact that they're going to be out of it. They want to see what they have for next year.
Right. So yeah, my two games that I have circled are the final 2 weeks of the season. They're that Cardinals game and that Eagles game. If they win one of those games, they are a 10 win team. So they're 10-7, and I think that gets them into the playoffs. So if they just win one, basically, if the Cowboys can go 2-4 in their last 4 games of the season, I think they are in the playoffs. So let's go ahead and get to our next break. Tori, here on the other side of the break, we are going to play Would You Rather, and then after Would You Rather, we're going to break down the Green Bay Packers, your Green Bay Packers. So be prepared to drink with a lot of homer picks coming up from Tori here coming up here on the Man Hour. So guys, we'll be right back after this.
make sure it sound right, boys.
And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeyes along with the Tori Anderson tonight at Man Hour _ Tori and Man Hour _ Buck. We are getting ready to do Would You Rather. So Would You Rather tonight is brought to you by Brooks Roofing. Head over to brooksroofingin.com. That is the protection you need when nature strikes. You can call in at 812-868-ROOF. That's 812-868-ROOF. That's brooksroofingin.com. They do roofing, siding, guttering, windows, decks, and of course overall home improvements. Brooks Roofing did our roofing, guys, and if you guys know anything about our roof, if you've been following the Man Hour for a while, it has been a roller coaster ride since February. We hired Bradley late April, and we got a roof fixed literally 2 weeks after that. So he hammered home on the insurance. He took care of everything, and Bradley did a great job for us. So that's brooksroofingin.com. The protection you need when nature strikes. So Tori, on tonight's show, Wyatt Williams was here for a little while to play a game with us, Liar Liar. He swept that clean, kind of had I feel like he cheated a tad bit, but we'll let it slide. We'll give the Greenhorn like his first win of the season versus Mr. Tori Anderson. So it is time for Would You Rather, Tori. So let's take it back to like fifth or sixth grade here, and you simply ask a question: would you rather do this or would you rather do that? There's no waffling down the middle. Waffle merch coming soon, guys. Check out manhourradio.com. Click on the merch. It is coming soon. Just keep posting there, and someday it just might have randomly appear. So
I'm not gonna lie. If there's waffle merch, I am probably gonna buy a couple of shirts just so I can make fun of Wyatt.
Tori, I am working really hard on it. I'm hoping to get it done by early next week. To be honest.
So we got Waffle and Wyatt, we got Pancake Joey. So
yeah, so waffle merch is coming. So Tori, the first Would You Rather of the night. I mean, last year we saw the pandemic happen. The stadiums were empty. So I am not referring to the pandemic shortened seasons and empty stadiums. I'm talking about normal season, like pre-2020 when we had packed houses. So with this question, would you rather play in an empty stadium on a normal year, or would you rather play in a full house in London 3 times a year?
So I'm guessing we're talking football.
Yeah.
So football-wise, give me the empty stadium
Really?
versus playing in London. Mostly just because, A, you can get all your counts out, you can make your adjustment, and everybody can hear you. All your guys can hear you. So give me that versus playing in London. Again, that leg, the jet lag is real. As somebody that has traveled around the world, it is real. It is awful. It sucks. If you're like, hey, we're going to go to London on Wednesday and go 6 hours ahead, that is an awful thing to try to get adjusted to. So, like when we would travel to Hawaii, I had more problems traveling to Hawaii because we were 6 hours ahead of them. I was up at 4 a.m. for 5 to 6 days straight before my body would adjust, and the day it would adjust, we were leaving back to the mainland.
Right.
So, whereas Japan, we would travel to Japan, and they were 15 or 16 hours, depending what time zone we were in currently for daylight savings. I had no problem adjusting to that because normally I would take off from O'Hare at like 7 a.m. and land in Tokyo at like 6 p.m. and land in Okinawa usually at like 9 p.m. So it was almost like a regular day, and I would just go to sleep and I would be fine with it. So 110%, give me that.
So you sound like you are a offensive player and you were a quarterback through high school. So I'm speaking from the defensive side, and I want that stadium packed. I want people spitting in my face, pouring beer on me, yelling at me, calling everything under the sun. That's what gets my motor going, man. When you walk in and the crowd is yelling at you and booing you and doing this and doing that, and the lights are on, give me that home field advantage, Tori. Give me that full house. Like I don't care if I'm 8 hours ahead or 6 hours like ahead. Once that helmet turns on, and I take that shot of C4, man, I am ready to run through a brick wall. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning. Give me the full stadium every time of the day. Next, would you rather hear, Tori? This is going to be geared toward NBA playoffs. So if you guys don't know, the NBA playoffs is having a play-in game. It is a ladder play-in game. So the 10th seed plays the 9th seed, 8th seed plays the 7th seed. So the winner of the 7th, 8th seed is officially into the playoffs as a 7th seed. And then the winner of the 9-10 game plays the 8th game. And then the winner of the 8th game and the winner of that game will then be the 8th seed into the playoffs. So, Tori, would you rather win your 2 play-in games to play in the NBA playoffs and lose the first round, or make it as a 6th seed and lose in the first round?
Give me the play-in games all day long. Again, it's still a momentum builder for going into the next season. So if you're a 6th seed, you're like, yeah, all right, this is what we're doing. And then you just got destroyed by whoever the 3 seed is.
Right.
So give me the play-in game. It's a momentum builder. It's a building block for your team going into the next year. I am a big fan of having that momentum going into that next year, because people don't realize how much of an effect that can have on your team's mentality going in. Be like, hey, this is what we did last year. This is what we're going to build on from last year.
Yeah, so I am with you 100%, because let's flash back to March Madness here a little bit. The 11 seeds play in game. We remember those games pretty well. It was UCLA and Michigan State, right? I mean, we remember those games well because that was the only game on TV, so we got to watch it. So if you are an NBA player playing for your next contract and you're sitting at the 6th seed, you might want to tank and try to get down to that 7th, 8th seed so you can get some playoff experience underneath your belt and build for that next year's contract. Because as a 6th seed, and let's say you get swept by what you would play the 3 seed and you get swept, or even like play like a game 7, how many people are going to remember you were even in the playoffs? The 7, 8, 9, and 10 seeds will be more popular than your 6 seed. So definitely give me that play in games. And now I have playoff experience as well. So even though I got knocked out of the first round, I have 2 more playoff games experience than most other people in the other games here. So next, would you rather here, Tori? We are going to kind of go back into NFL football here. So we talked about playing at an empty stadium versus a full stadium here. So would you rather, Tori, would you rather wear an all-white jersey on a grass field or play on the old AstroTurf in Houston?
Oh my God! Give me the all-white jersey on natural turf every day of the week. I mean that old AstroTurf. If you know what it was, A, sucked to get tackled on because it was nothing but concrete underneath it. B, was nothing but asking for a torn ACL every time you touch the ball. So no, 110%. Give me an all-white jersey. Let me play a natural. Let me have that give. I mean, Mike, you know as well as I do, you never want to play it. And that's the one thing I am very, very happy with today's NFL, that AstroTurf is non-existent. A lot of teams run that hybrid turf, and it is almost the exact same thing as natural grass. So
yeah. So and even if they're not using the hybrid turf, and it is full turf, it is full of rubber pellets underneath. So it's actually softer than actual grass 9 times out of 10. But Tori, have you ever tried to scrub grass stains out of all white jerseys and pants? Like, it is
don't care.
It is not fun.
It's still softer than getting tackled on road rash AstroTurf.
So
don't care.
When I played in the indoor football league, they basically had AstroTurf, because for the people that don't know, indoor football fields, 9 times out of 10, it is a old skating rink, and they simply just roll outdoor carpet on it. There's maybe an 1/8 inch padding on it, and then the walls are there. I mean, it is a very, very violent sport. So with that being said, Tori, I gotta take the grass every time, because I have ran into a brick wall playing indoor field. I've landed on a brick floor playing indoor ball. It is not fun.
No.
Even with all those pads on, and the elbow pads and the long sleeve shirts, I still have a scar, Tori, from my pec down to my waist. It is turf burn, and it will never go away. It tore through 3 shirts. It tore through my jersey, my Under Armour, and then my long sleeve shirt. So it tore through 3 shirts and left a permanent turf burn on my chest. So grass jerseys all day.
I was gonna say, show me one person that's like, I miss AstroTurf. There is nobody that misses AstroTurf.
No, not at all. I gotta even want to play baseball on AstroTurf. Have you ever taken like a short hop off of AstroTurf? I think it gains speed, man. So like
I would agree.
Like,
it is because it's all concrete underneath it.
Right.
There's no padding.
Absolutely correct. So, Tori, we are going to take our next break here on the show, guys. We do got Shop Talk coming up, guys, here in roughly about a half hour. So if you are interested, let us know what you want to talk about. And I'll also open up the phone lines here for the last 15 minutes of the show. But, Tori, we are going to break down your Green Bay Packers. So all 17 games, we're going to pick those games and why here on the Man Hour. We'll be right back. By the way, Brandon Combs, welcome to chat, man. This is a good logo. I like it. T-shirt design coming soon, guys. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckhead along with Tori Anderson tonight. If you missed any part of the show, head over to iHeartRadio.com and check out the podcast form over there. Of course, you're going to find us as well as iTunes and Spotify and now Amazon Music. You can also find us at youtube.com/Man Hour as we upload the clips throughout the day, all day, every day over there. So, Tori, it is time for everybody to hit the like. So if you're watching this right now, whatever platform that you're like watching on, Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, hit that like button right now, because I see right here we have 9 people now tuning in. We have 2 likes. That's it, guys. Come on. So hit that like button. Hit that share button. So definitely, guys, give us some love. Likes helps the show grow, and that is what we're all about. Is we are about growing over here on the Man Hour. So we have broken down the Dallas Cowboys here, Tori, on the 2021 NFL season, and it is time to get into the next team, and that is your Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers made it to the championship game last year. They ultimately lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which ultimately won the Super Bowl. So the Green Bay Packers this year start off the season at week 1, take on the New Orleans Saints. Who do you got winning this game and why?
We are one step closer if Jameis Winston is the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints to Brandon Combs doing a little bit of the last tap. So
get some of that, Tori. There you go.
Give me the Green Bay Packers against the New Orleans Saints. Just because at that point in the season, the Saints are not going to know who they are. They do not know which direction they're going. They don't know if we like Taysom Hill. Do we like Jameis Winston? Who is our quarterback? Michael Thomas is going to be like, I'm wide open over year. So, no, they are not going to know who they are. Give me the Packers all day long in that game.
Tori Anderson sent us a super sticker here in the chat, $4 super sticker. So thanks for that, Tori. Huge shout out to you for supporting the show through and through 100%. So, Mr. Tori Anderson, I feel that your first pick for the Green Bay Packers is definitely a homer pick. The New Orleans Saints know exactly who they are. Winston is going to be the starting quarterback. Michael Thomas is going to go crazy. What's his face? So who's the running back? Alvin Kamara. He is going to have a great game.
If you cannot, you're like, what's who? Yeah, that guy.
I was thinking of somebody like I saw his stupid grill and like the diamonds and his 41 and whatever, but his name wasn't coming to my mind off the top of my head. The Saints are going to win this game. Drew is up. Drew is right. Go Saints, go.
Drew, send me your resumes back. I'm gonna turn them back into what they were.
Yeah, so the Saints win this game 100%. Tori, you need to take your homer out of these picks because the Packers are not going to go 17, 18, and 0.
I do not have the Packers going 17 and 0 though.
Week 2 here, they do welcome the Detroit Lions into town for the Packers' first home game of the season. But who do you got winning this one?
I will probably be at that game, so give me the Green Bay Packers at that game because the Detroit Lions in the last 27 years have won one time at Lambeau Field.
Well, and it is going to be number 2 because the Detroit Lions travel to Lambeau and smake that little ass there, Mr. Tori Anderson. The Detroit Lions are back. Jared Goff
have the Packers. There. You have the Packers at 0-2.
0-2.
What do you want? What do you want to put on that, buddy?
I'll shave my head.
I mean, you've already done that, so do you want to do a little last stab?
Yeah, whatever you want, Tori. I am down to clown because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be in Green in Green
I
Bay.
will. I don't care if Jordan Love's the quarterback. We do not lose to the Detroit Lions at home. I will put whatever you want on the line, Buck. I will let you set the parameters to this bet.
Yes,
I will let you set it.
Yeah, so Brandon Combs is right. So with Blake Bortles at the helm, you have them going 2-0, Tori.
That's Junior, that's BC.
That's BC.
So BC's all about wishful thinking and lives in a fantasy land. Like the Bears are a good team. The Packers are getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. So I take that with a little bit of salt.
No, so I actually have to rebuttal my pick. I don't see the Packers ever starting 0-2 as long. I mean,
wait, are you 0-2? Are you whiting this one?
Yeah,
are you
100%.
waffling on this pick?
No, like I was just trying to get your goat there a little bit. I had the Packers picked the whole time, in this game.
I was gonna say the thing is you know you don't get the reaction like you get from Wyatt from me because I think about things logically.
But in logical terms, have the Packers ever started 0-2 in since 1990?
Yeah. Well, maybe 1990 they did because they went 4-12 that year. So, but after that, no.
Okay, so
There's
week number 3, they travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. Who do you got winning that game?
I actually have the Niners beating the Packers in that game. Just because the Packers really do struggle playing the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
It is in San Francisco. I don't care who you are. Anytime you go out to that West Coast, even with that, it's only a 2-hour time difference. That time difference messes you up. I don't care who you are. And the Packers seem to struggle even more when they have to go out to the West Coast. They proved that last year when they had to go out there twice, that they struggled on the West Coast.
Yeah, that was also a very healthy and very good 49ers team. They are back healthy, but we don't know how good they're going to be. And Tori, I do agree with your time zone thing, but going from the East Coast to the West Coast is not as bad as from the West Coast going to the East Coast. So this is a primetime 8:00 game, so that is that Sunday night game. I'm picking the Packers. Aaron Rodgers in a primetime, you cannot bet against him. So give me the Packers in this one. I had them 2-1 going into week 4 when they welcomed the Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Roethlisberger into town. Who do you got winning this one?
The only reason I have the Packers winning this is because the Packers are at home.
Yeah.
It is strictly a home field advantage thing at that. These two teams match up very well against each other. They are almost the exact same across the board. The only reason it's like a Vegas pick. They get 3.5 points for being the home team. That is literally the only reason I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win this game.
Yeah. So Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in Pittsburgh. And I think this 2021 campaign is the first time that Mike Tomlin has a losing season. And we see how bad the Pittsburgh Steelers are this week versus the Green Bay Packers. Yes, it's only week 4. It's only the 4th game of the season. But we see how bad the Pittsburgh Steelers are and like how many holes they have with Ben Roethlisberger playing quarterback. So I'm picking the Packers in this one, 28-10 type of score. Moving on to week 5, the Packers travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
Giving the Packers all day long. However, if Mike Zimmer was still the defensive coordinator, I would take the Bengals, but he is not, and times have changed. So this is a Bengals team that is going to learn how to win, and they will do that by losing. So as dumb as that sounds, they will play a good game, but they will lose to the Packers, but they will learn from it.
Yeah, they learned how to lose last year, Tori. So I think this year they take a step forward. Now they're not a playoff bound team. I've seen some people in our comment section on our Bengals draft grade saying that they're going to be 10 and they're going to be like 11-6 and 10-7. They're not going to be that good. There is no way that they're going to turn around that fast in Cincy. They're just not built that way. But I do think they're going to surprise some people, because I do think they are going to beat the Packers week 5. Because let me put a little disclaimer on that. If Joe Burrow is back and at least 85%, they will beat the Packers. So
all right,
let me put that. Go ahead.
Let's bring this comment up by Drew. Unless it's the Cowboys, put me in for any team beating the Packers. Drew, I will take that bet all day long, and you will owe me money at the end of the season.
Okay, we'll have some friendly wagers throughout the season. We'll definitely put that up to grab. So week 6, the Packers travel to Chicago to take on Brandon Combs' Bears. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers all day long. Andy Dalton's going to be the quarterback. Andy Dalton is a terrible quarterback these days. He was a good quarterback. He was a serviceable quarterback in Cincinnati. Guess what? He's not in Cincinnati anymore. He does not have the players around him that he had in Cincinnati. This is a Bears team that's going to learn to lose to eventually learn how to win. And they are still 2 years away. As much as BC probably hates to hear anything negative about his Bears, they are 2 years away from being a serious contender in the NFC North.
So I have to give it to Brandon Combs. Brandon Combs is probably the most level-headed Bears fans that I know, and he will tell you that they are a couple years away, or they're missing this or they're missing that, just because he is a realistic Bears fan. Now, with that being said, the Bears were also undefeated going into week 6 last year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they were 5-0.
They were 5-0 going into week 6. They won't be 5-0 going into week 6 this year, but they will be a pretty good record, and they're going to get a win this week over the Packers. Packers dropped 2 straight.
Wait, Buck, you just dropped something. It was your crack pipe. Stop smoking it.
No, it's definitely meth. But week 7, the football team comes into Lambeau to take on the Packers. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers at home. Anytime the Packers play at home, that is about as close to a guaranteed victory as you can get there. Consistently one of the best home teams throughout the NFL, year in and year out. It's going to be a closely contested battle. It's not going to be a big scoring game. It's going to be like a 17-13 win. It's going to be a grinded out, because that defense in Washington is no joke. So give me the Packers in a low-scoring affair against the Redskins. The Washington football team.
Yeah, or what was it? The Red Tails, I think they might be going to.
I would love to see them be called the Red Tails, just as that is a little homage to like the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah. So if you say it's going to be a low-scoring game, I think it benefits the Washington football team a lot. I think the Packers have to score at least 20 points to win this game, and I think they do that. They score 21, and they hold the football team to 3 to 7 points, and I have the Packers winning this Week 7 game. So I have them 4-3 on the season. Going into the Week 8 matchup where they travel to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Who you got, Tori?
Give me the Packers again, because Arizona is basically the Lambeau Field of the Southwest. For whatever reason, obviously there's a lot of retired folk that go to Arizona, and that field, you will hear more "Go Pack Go" than you hear "Go Cardinals" anytime in that field. Give me the Packers all day long, because that's basically their second home there.
Maybe in years past, because the Cardinals they historically haven't been a very good team, but Tori, they're building something down there in Arizona. This is
What are they building?
They're building a playoff bound team there. I mean, they got their offense on point. They got their young nucleus together. They are a solid team. What they went 8-8 last season, and they just missed the playoff because of basically a bottleneck in the NFC, where the playoffs just didn't shuffle out.
What is 8-8, Buck? What is 8-8?
It's 500.
So average?
Yeah, average last year. And
that is still the team that's here.
They were arguably in the best division last year too, where they had to beat the 49ers and the Seahawks and the Rams. So I think the Cardinals win this Thursday night game over the Packers by 3 points. So it's a 17-14 game.
I will say, when we get to that Arizona Cardinals, when we get to the AFC the NFC West, you will hear what my record is, and that is actually a lot better than what I am talking smack about right now.
So Week 9, the Packers travel to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Who do you got?
Give me Kansas City all day long.
Ooh, really?
Kansas City at home. That is the loudest stadium in the league. That is going to be a hyped matchup. Rodgers versus Mahomes. The last time they played, Mahomes was out. We played against. Who did we play against? Henny? Did we play Henny?
Yep.
So everybody's going to want to see that game. I think Kansas City is going to be up for that game. They're going to be up for that challenge. Like I said, loudest stadium in the entire league. Give me Kansas City all day long in that game.
See, and I'm going the exact opposite. I'm picking the Packers in this game. So we are picking each other's team here, because I think in the back of my head, every time I pick the Chiefs to win a big game, I'm going to jinx them. So I'm like, let me pick the opposite teams. So, but I am picking the Packers in this game, just because the Chiefs are lately they're bound to lose one or two home games.
Did you not see who they just traded for today?
No, I did not.
Mike Hughes from the Minnesota Vikings, who was the first round pick in 2018. So they traded for him for a late round pick to play cornerback for them. Mike Hughes is not a bad cornerback. They got a steal getting Mike Hughes from the Vikings for virtually nothing.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs don't have bad players on the defensive side. They have a bad scheme. So, whatever. Week 10, Packers play the Seahawks. Seahawks are coming off a bye week at Lambeau Field. Who do you got?
Ugh. I hate picking these games, because the Seahawks and the Packers play so evenly matched. It's not even funny. But I give the edge again. Green Bay at home, Lambeau Field, late in the season. Give me the Packers, just because of the weather and everything else. Russell Wilson tends to fade in the second half of the season.
Right.
So give me the Packers at home.
Yeah, I'm picking the Packers as well for everything that you said. I can't reiterate anything that you said any better here. So I actually have the Packers going 6-4 into Week 11, when they start a string of division games here, where they take on the Vikings at Minnesota. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers at Minnesota. Minnesota is nothing but another Lambeau Field. The Vikings are not. They're not who we thought they were. So The Vikings are going to be a decent team. They're not going to be a great team. Kirk Cousins is a turnover machine for whatever reason against the Green Bay Packers. He has a great game once in a great while. He beat them once last year. But give me the Packers in Minnesota because there again, you're going to hear more "Go Pack, Go" chants than you hear that stupid ass horn.
Skull. Come on, Tori. Vikings win this game.
Just because you shaved your head to have a mohawk doesn't mean you got to agree with them.
Vikings win this game because it is not a primetime game. It is a 1:00 game. Kirk Cousins is a 700 winning quarterback at 1:00 game. So give me the Vikings over the Packers in this Week 11 matchup. And Week 12,
what do you want to bet on it?
I'm not betting anything. Week 12, we had the LA Rams coming into town off of a bye week as well versus the Green Bay Packers. Who do you got?
So Week 12. Whoops. I just went to Week 13, which is their bye week. So I have the Rams coming to town. Give me the Packers just because a late season matchup. They are at home. And look at what the Packers did against that Rams defense that was vaunted last year. They tore them apart. They picked them apart. I think it's a lot of the same thing coming into Lambeau again for the Rams.
Yeah, as BC already is outing you, he has Corey picking the Packers going 14-3 this season. Huge surprise. Who is the quarterback for the Rams this year, Tori?
Stafford.
Stafford knows how to play that Rams defense or the Packers defense, right? I mean,
what was Stafford's record against the Packers?
It doesn't matter. He didn't have any weapons.
Wait, no. It does.
I don't know
because for years he had Kelvin Johnson. He had Marvin Jones. He had playmakers there. So what was his record against the Packers?
Like I said, I don't know.
Not good.
So what is the record? I mean, you want to throw out some stats here. I mean, what was the record?
Well, there again, the Lions won one time in 27 years at Lambeau, and this game is at Lambeau. The Packers picked apart.
With that being said, I'm picking the LA Rams in this game. I'm picking the Rams off of a bye week. Matthew Stafford's hungry. He wants to show that NFC North Division what is going on. He's going to pound a new butthole into Aaron Rodgers and that Green Bay Packers. It's going to be 44-17 is that final score. Kevin King gets burned.
What do you want to put on it?
For 3 touchdowns of the first half alone.
Kevin King will be on the bench by then.
Going into Week 13 is their bye week. Week 14.
I will put $500 on that game.
Okay. Week 14, Chicago Bears come into town. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers. The Packers, again, are dominant at home. So, again, the Bears are 2 years away from being a serious contender in that division. If Andy Dalton is still their quarterback, they lose by 2 touchdowns. If Justin Fields is the quarterback, they lose by 3 touchdowns. So it doesn't matter who it is. As The Rock would say, it doesn't matter what you think because the Packers win that game going away at home.
That is kind of how I'm starting to feel about your picks because it's nothing but Packers, 16-0, 17-0 at this point right here. Tori, their only loss is to the Kansas City Chiefs so far.
No, I have them losing twice.
Okay. So this Week 14 matchup is kind of an intriguing matchup here because the Packers are at a point right now. They're 6-6 on the season. Their season can go one way or the other. If they lose this game, they're going to miss the playoffs. If they win this,
so they're 10-2 on my schedule. So.
I think they win the NFC North if they win this game. I think the Packers beat the Bears because it is a primetime Sunday night game, and your Lambeau cheeseheads have been drinking since 4 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the morning. That place is going to be rowdy. It's going to be rocking. The Packers win by 10 on this Sunday night Week 14 game. Moving on to Week 14, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. This one's kind of intriguing, but who do you got?
I actually have the Ravens beating the Packers in this one because the Green Bay defense, for whatever reason, the last 10 years, if you put a running quarterback against them, they will run for 200, 250 yards and like 3 touchdowns. So give me the Ravens all day long against that Green Bay defense.
Yeah, and looking at the Ravens schedule, it is pretty favorable, meaning they don't play a lot of tough games. I have them going very, very well in their next season as we'll be breaking down them in the coming
Well,
weeks.
they're good. Two, it's a home game for the Baltimore Ravens as well. So I think they beat the living crap. They are going to make the Packers look stupid in that game. And everybody's going to write the Packers off as you are going to be a one and done in the playoffs because of that game.
Yeah, and I do agree with you on that one. I think the Ravens beat them, and the Ravens try to flex on the NFL, saying, "Look at us, we're a Super Bowl bound team." But I think that sparked just enough in the Packers to get them into this Week 17 here. As we bring up Brandon Combs' comment, he wants to flash back to Week 14 here. He says wrong. The Week 14 is a changing of the guard from Justin Fields' inauguration as the best quarterback in the division. So, Combs, you're saying that Justin Fields will be starting prior to Week 14, or is that his first week starting?
Either way, Combs is retarded on that one.
You can't say that word.
I mean, he is special. Combs is special needs on that one. You would know. There again, 2 years from now, I will absolutely agree with that statement. This year, no.
All right, so moving on to Week 16, I had the Packers sitting at 7-7. Going into a home game here, they have 2 home games in the last 3 weeks of the season. Taking on the Cleveland Browns. Who do you got in this one?
I had a tough time picking this game. I really, really, really did. And the only reason I took the Packers is home field advantage. Three and a half point advantage. And I really think that the Packers barely beat the Cleveland Browns, and they beat them on the last second field goal to win it and not even cover the spread because the spread's going to be 3.5. So they don't even cover the spread.
So if you guys heard what I said previously about the Baltimore Ravens games, the Packers are pissed off now. They are in this I'm going to kill everybody mode, and they kill the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns don't stand a chance against the Green Bay Packers in this game. It is a 35-7 game. It is over after the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers throws 4 touchdowns in the first quarter easily. This is just a sleepwalking game here. Giving them an 8-7 record going into Week 17, they welcome the Vikings and Skull Nation into town. Who you got?
Skull getting schooled again, coming into Lambeau. You do not pick against the Packers at Lambeau. It is just not a smart money bet. The last time they had a losing record at Lambeau is, I don't know when. Maybe it may have been 1990. Actually, I think it was like a couple of years ago when Aaron was hurt and out for the year. But that was the only time that they ever had a losing record with Aaron Rodgers or without Aaron Rodgers at the helm. They've never had a losing record at home. So give me the Packers all day long in that game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as like as well. This is a statement game for them and a lot of momentum going into the playoffs. Give us a Week 18 matchup, traveling to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. Who do you got?
I actually have the Lions winning this game. And because the Packers will probably be like, we're in the playoffs. They will be resting people. It's Week 18. Give me the Lions in that game. The Lions are going to be trying to build momentum. Again, trying to get that signature win for the next year. Going forward, I actually really like Dan Campbell in Detroit as a head coach, former tight end there. So actually, give me Detroit to win that game.
And I'm actually taking the Packers in this game because they have to win this game to get into the playoffs in my scenario here. So that win puts them at 10 wins on the season. I had them going 10-7. The whole Aaron Rodgers controversy in the offseason took a toll on this team, and it shows in the win-loss record at the end of the season. But I do have them going 4-2 in the division and probably winning that division.
So we're not that far off, actually. I have them going 12-5 and 5-1 in the division. So it's not that far off. As much as it seems that way, we are not that far off.
Yeah, the only game that I'm really questioning on surface is the Rams game and the Saints game. So if you
they will
flip-flop
trash
those 2 wins,
they will
have
trash
the same
the
record.
Saints.
So I don't know. I think the Saints have something to prove here. But guys, it is time for Shop Talk. So the phone lines will be officially be open during break here. We're going to take a quick little break, catch our breath. If you guys got any questions for Tori or myself, feel free to call in at 812-406-8384 or let us know in the chat as well. You can always call into the chat or text us on the chat line, and we can bring it up as well. So Shop Talk coming up, guys, here on the Man Hour. We'll be right back after this quick little break. Hey, welcome back to the Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckeyes along with Tori Anderson tonight. Shop Talk is officially here. Phone lines are open. But if you guys have missed any part of the show at all, head over to youtube.com/Man Hour as we upload the clips each and every day. But Tori, we got our first caller here on the line tonight. Caller, what is your name?
It's Joseph.
It's BC, bitches.
It's BC. What's going on, BC?
What are you guys doing?
Other
than constantly picking the Packers to win every freaking game, even though they're going to be 3-14 this season.
So what is your question for Mr. Torrey?
My question for Mr. Torrey is, does he ever pick the Packers to lose a game?
I did.
5 times.
Yeah,
I did. I
picked them to lose to who? Detroit?
I picked them to go
Chiefs.
I picked them to go 13-4. Which is one game worse than what they did last year.
Is that with or without Aaron Rodgers?
That's with. I deal in facts, not fantasy.
Yeah, well, the fact is that Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be there. Blake Bortles is going to lead them to a 3-14 record.
At least get his name right when you're going to be like blah, 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 blah.
Jameis Winston is going to tear him up in the first game, put up 34 on their ass.
So if you tune in part timer to the NFC South, you will hear what my record is for the New Orleans Saints.
All right, Brandon, you be safe up there in Indy, and we'll try to meet up with you.
100%. I may come to Indianapolis just to punch you in the nuts.
What
Call me Cujo.
what did you say about nuts?
These nuts. What?
No, like you said you had to punch somebody. What?
I said I may come to Indianapolis just to punch Brandon in the nuts.
Oh, that is totally false statement there. So we do have the next caller on the line. Caller, what is your name? Hello.
Is that Joseph Gables?
I don't know who it is. Hello, can you hear us? It says call failed,
Beep,
and I
beep,
know
beep,
I
beep.
got full service, so it must be some Cricket Wireless caller here. So Shop Talk is live here, guys. So when Brandon was on, the phone was ringing off the hook there. So hopefully we can get some people in here on the show here and talk here. So we do have our next caller here. Tori, caller, what is your name?
Beep, beep, beep. That's their name is beep, beep, beep because the call won't connect.
Yeah.
Pay to get good cell wireless.
And it's not me. I'm promising you guys. I'm on Wi-Fi. So
You have an
Well-
iPhone, so it may be you. So
it is not iPhone. iPhones run the world. Let's just be honest.
I am.
I
Wait,
will be
wait. Did
nice
you
and
say?
try to-
Did you not say last night? I'm not calling people back.
I've
Hey, it's just I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave your name.
welcome to Man Hour Nation. Who we got on the line?
You know me.
Oh,
Joey.
what's going
Hi,
on?
my name
Joey,
is Joseph.
how many phone numbers do you got?
I have not hit you yet.
No, seriously, Joey. Like,
I got
how,
two.
You got two phone numbers. He got two phones there, Tori. One for the no, I'm going to let it go.
One is his
what's
mom.
going on at-
One
what's
is
going on-
his.
what's going on,
One
Joey?
is his mom.
Not much. Not much, man. How about you?
Living this dream there, big guy. What's your question tonight?
Yeah. So I was looking at the YouTube title for the live stream. What is that title? The Cowboys are Super Bowl bound.
Yeah.
Y'all Cowboys fans say that every year. We them boys, we gonna make the Super Bowl this year, and guess what? They go like 3 and whatever.
It's 6 and 10,
And then it's
that's besides the
wah
point.
wah.
So since you want to dog on the Cowboys there, Mr. Joey, when's the last time the Packers made the Super Bowl?
More recent.
But
That
the
would
last
be
time the Cowboys made the
2010.
Super Bowl.
It
When's the
would
last time the
be
Cowboys made the
they
Super Bowl?
won
When's the
that
last time
game.
Cowboys?
More
97, I
recent
believe.
than the Cowboys. The last time the Cowboys. When's the last time the Cowboys won a Super
I
Bowl?
believe it was 96, wasn't it? 97?
Yeah.
2010.
95.
2011. 2011. Yeah.
No.
So-
No, the Packers. The Packers did, not the Cowboys.
That's what he said.
I know. I was talking about Packers, man.
Oh.
Yeah. So you are trying to come at me with this clickbait title saying that the Cowboys are Super Bowl bound. So you want to dog me a little bit there, Joey?
So one
Yeah, I do.
CBS reporter did say the Dallas Cowboys will be in the Super Bowl, which I laughed at.
So, Mr. Joey here, let me ask you this question. If football was played on paper, which it is not, let me just put that disclaimer out there. Do the Cowboys have the best team in all of NFL on paper?
No.
Who has the better team on
paper
paper?
never translates to the field. Paper
Well-
never translates to the field.
I'm not saying that one way or the other, but on paper, the Dallas Cowboys have the best team in the NFL, and then you said no. Who has a better team on paper besides the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh,
Tampa Bay
I can't really think of one.
I wouldn't say I say the Dallas Cowboys are more talented at wide receiver than the Buccaneers on paper.
You're on friggin' crack.
No.
The
I would take
Did-
CeeDee Lamb over
Tampa
Sean,
Bay-
that white boy, like every time. Amari Cooper.
Scott Miller, Scotty Miller.
Scott Miller.
Get his
Yeah.
name right, Scotty Miller. He's their number
it's-
4. He's
Yeah,
their number
and
4.
So is CeeDee Lamb. I would take
CeeDee
Amari
Lamb's their
Cooper
number
over
3.
Mike. I would take Amari Cooper over Mike Evans. I would take
That's because you're not smart. Because you went to K State
You know what? I
and
came up with
what?
this.
Why I told
I would
why I
go
told
with the
you that
Tom
you were
Brady-
smart.
Patriots.
okay,
Tom Brady Patriots era. that
but
would be good on paper.
yeah, maybe in 1996, but we're playing in 2020.
Tom Brady.
Here,
Tom Brady
Joey.
didn't play in the league in 1996. He came in the league
Whatever.
in 2000.
Tori, stop with your critical thinking facts here. But so with that being said, there, Joey, it took you a while to come up with a team to say that is better than Dallas Cowboys, better on paper. So if you were to simulate games in Madden, the Dallas Cowboys would probably make the Super Bowl 8 out of 10 times in a simulation aspect through Madden there. So
no, they would not.
What?
Exactly. No.
Are you on crack?
No, I am speaking facts here.
Are you sparking up?
So Brandon BC Combs says that Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback in the league. I agree with that 100%. The Dallas Cowboys have a top 5 receiving core in all of the NFL.
Dak will never be a top,
I agree with both of those
ever.
statements, but Ezekiel Elliott is the most overrated running back in the league. And if all you can do is pass the ball, you are going to be caught on because Mike McCarthy runs the same 15 plays over and over and over.
That was old Mike McCarthy. Jerry Jones has said we paid Zeke $100 million. Get him the rock. Zeke is going to touch the ball 20 times a game. Yeah, I guarantee he will.
Mike McCarthy.
I guarantee he will. What do you want to bet that he does not average 20 touches a game?
Tori, what is up with you and Betty tonight? Do you feel froggy? Do you want to jump? Do you want to flex?
I do want to jump.
C-notes on me.
I do.
Yeah. So
I guarantee you. But there again, just because I know how McCarthy runs his offense, I guarantee you, Easy does not get 20 touches a game because McCarthy will abandon.
He will touch the ball 20 times. With passing plus rushing, yes, he will touch.
What do you want to put on it? What do you want to put on it?
We will discuss it later on the after show.
After show.
Okay. So Brandon BC Combs is exactly right here. Dak Prescott led the league in passing 5 weeks after he got hurt. Through week 9.
That is incorrect. It was 3 weeks.
Either way, he still didn't play a game for 3 weeks and was still leading the league.
Because what does that tell you, Buck? That Ezekiel Elliott wasn't getting the ball because Prescott was throwing the ball because they were behind.
They were
all the time.
Were behind.
So that's why Ezekiel Elliott will not get 20 touches a game.
Let me ask you this question here, Tori. Who has a better chance of making the Super Bowl this year? The Dallas Cowboys or the Green Bay Packers?
The Packers. They've been to 2 NFC.
Tori, that is a homer pick 100% because you get the mute for tonight. Man Hour Nation, rise up.